Are we on the internet?
Yeah, that is where we ended up. We were going through Albuquerque, and I was gonna make a right turn in Albuquerque, but no, I just kept going straight. I did not stop and ask for directions. I did not consult Waze. So now here we are, on the interwebs. And somehow also on the moon. Hello, and welcome to Pack Tactics Season 3, Kobolds in Space. This is a 5th edition homebrew Dungeons & Dragons game. It still amuses me to no end that we have kobolds in space, because we have thrown Spelljammer into 5th edition. I don't quite know how I've done it either. We definitely also have not added any Power Rangers content, because that would be infringing on an IP. So definitely did not do that. We are adjacent to that IP. We're in a different lane on the same highway as that IP.
Forward to when they finally do this Power Rangers 5th edition campaign that they're doing, and you don't have to say that anymore.
Actually, wait, is it all owned by Hasbro right now?
They're all owned by Hasbro. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Next week you're fighting My Little Ponies.
Oh, I have said.
I already do that in Diablo 3.
Why did I find them? They're friend-shaped.
Lots of things friend-shaped to you.
Yes, but when you're piloting a giant robot, that friend shape is going to be a small smear.
I win.
There is a great animation called Bambi Meets Godzilla that is quite old. Older than some of you, I'm pretty sure. 2 of you in particular.
Probably true, yeah.
Yes, the best part about it is the credits, which take up most of the video. It's a very old school animation, but never mind about that. My name is Crash, and I will be your DM for the evening, provided we ever get on the rails. There's no guarantee.
We never even got near him yet.
Yes, and tonight I'm joined by a bunch of awesome people, including Chris, Ellie, Io, Jen, Cindy. Arshbeth is hanging out in chat. And what happened last time?
There was a coup.
Or possibly an election.
And now there's new management.
There might
Right.
have been a coup and then an election.
I feel like it was probably coup then election, yeah. Well, no, I don't think there was an election because the other kobolds didn't actually know who was in charge until they walked in.
Right.
Well, I thought they were debating it, and then
No.
they elected Ingen, and Ingen wasn't sure he wanted to be elected, but now he is.
Ingen does not want to be in charge, from the conversation that you've had with Ingen.
So I think that must have been an election.
It
he
was
got
along.
elected even though he didn't want to be elected.
It was along the lines of the person in charge of the moon was supposed to be one of the members of the Council of Tales, and Ingen is technically a representative because Ingen is in charge of the kobolds that came from the Cloud Giants. So that's a thing. And Monty's just over there hiding in a corner saying, "Not it. Not it."
Also, I believe Miri wanted Kendricks to send sending to the old leader. I can't remember his name.
Sniv.
Sniv Stonetail.
But we never got to that.
Yes.
Right.
Well, Ascending was sent down to the planet as well to try to get someone else up here to be in charge, and
But
the
they just
response was
laughed.
just like 20 words worth of laughing.
Yeah, I remember the 25 words worth of laughing.
Yeah.
I wonder exactly how much laughing is 25 words worth of laughing.
Apparently a decent amount.
Yeah, I think because it's considered ha ha is one word, so you can get a lot of laughter out of the ha has.
Yes.
That makes sense.
The only way to send a longer sending is to have it be 25 words worth of a deep sigh,
Oh,
which
I bet
canonically
that's
has
done.
also occurred in more than one of my campaigns.
I was
I
gonna
think it
say,
probably has, yeah.
I feel like I'd
it's-
have to take a breath before I got the 25 words worth of sigh.
I'm pretty
believe
sure at least
it
one
was-
of those sighs came from a dragon, so that they had the lung capacity.
Yeah, one of them came from a dragon. One of them came from a Mara, and I can't remember where the other one came from because I remember at least 3 times.
We need a wiki for these campaigns. It just has
my
entries
gosh,
like
I do.
longest sending sigh.
We need a
Has been
crit roll
ranked.
stat. We need a crit roll
Oh.
stats for us.
We need to be popular enough to have someone manage crit roll stats for us.
Oh my gosh.
So tell your friends. All my friends are here. Okay, never mind.
Ditto.
You have friends outside of here. I mean, you have that other podcast you do. Those people are your friends.
Gav and I are essentially one person, but he's Texan and I'm Scottish. It's ridiculous.
Well, stereotyping, Texans and Scottish people are very good at being very angry.
Accurate.
There's a lot of not similarities as well, but we won't cover them right now because look over there, some rails.
Yay!
We ended.
Rails. I like to wave at them as we pass by.
And those rails go over a bridge, it's currently being burned. Okay.
Oh, I didn't do it.
So we ended the last session with some assistants being constructed for Ingen that could sort paperwork.
Right.
Oh, yes, I gave him Mr. Pointies.
Yes, plural. Ingen is still staring at them. Doesn't quite know what to do with them, even though he has been told what to do with them.
They're not very smart, but they can help with sorting things and stuff like that.
And if I remember correctly, Kendricks was asked to pull 2 people out of
I
the
didn't
line.
do that either. Yes. Okay. We didn't have to get me to do that. Can I do that now? Because I had a plan and it was a good plan.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we'll
didn't
probably
get to that. But Zach is still holding the door with their foot. So.
Yes, because every now and then they try to shove their way through, but these are mostly kobolds. Actually, these are all kobolds, so -2 to strength. But then there's Zax, who
Right.
does not have a -2 strength,
Nope.
even without the magical items.
So
Right.
let me just make sure that this spell does exactly what I need it to do. Right.
That's cool. I'll
Okay.
just hold the door some more with my foot until you're done with your magic stuff.
Okay, here's what I need you to do, big guy. I need you to open the door and be the door for about 30 seconds. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
Just
Zach
be
was
the door.
always told that they made a better door than a window.
Be the door. Just okay?
All right, ready?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna open the door. 1,
Give
2.
me a strength check.
Oh. Okay. Strength check. Saving throws. Where is that? There it is. I think. Yeah. 16 plus 7 for a 23.
I'm going to say the biggest quality of life improvement that was made for the encounter tracker is allowing me to roll dice that only I will see the results.
I've been told that by a couple of people, actually. They're really happy on that update.
Wow! I rolled really high.
Higher than a 27?
I did not roll higher than a 23.
Oh.
But
Okay.
for a kobold with -2 to strength, that is really high.
Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So I'm gonna fill the door with myself and my weapons and kind of block everything.
Yeah, if the person in front of the line was trying to lift with their legs, they might have been able to push past you. But they've received no training at all in how to use their leverage.
And with that being the case, I spin my staff in the air and smash the bottom into the ground, and a wall of force appears around the door and around 2 kobolds and pulls them in, and everyone else gets pushed back.
Awesome. I close the door
Oh my
again.
gosh,
Get my foot
it's
back
the
on
force
it.
fields they use in the brig in Star Trek.
Pretty much. You don't have to close the door. That'll be there for 10 minutes. And then
Okay.
You don't
Better
have to
move
rush
quick
it.
then.
So
I mean,
we get-
I'll just stand near the door in case we forget how long 10 minutes is.
Characters have never forgotten how long 10 minutes was.
Okay, well, at least bring the kobolds and then close the door.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're right here. Pull them in.
Oh,
There you go.
wonderful! I'm glad you're here to hear my petition. I have a lot of
Stop
changes
talking.
that I was in, but I have,
No.
I have
No.
this,
Hold on. Just
but I wanted
Just
to,
give just 5 minutes, okay? Shh.
but I've been
okay.
waiting out there for 15.
Yeah, you wait for 5 more. Neri?
The
Neri?
player behind Neri has a food, I think.
Oh.
The player behind Neri has food.
ah.
I hope she's enjoying what she's doing.
This will all be edited out in post, unless I don't edit it out in post.
And then I was talking, but I forgot that on this side of the computer, Control M doesn't unmute me.
Oh no.
Would you repeat the question, please? Because now I'm distracted.
I have wall of force and brought 2 kobolds in, as requested last week.
I'm trying to remember why I requested them.
You were going to
You were
have
going
them
to
be
draft
assistants.
them as assistant.
Yes. Okay. I am drafting them into the role of being assistants then.
But I had a petition.
Well, then you can make sure your petition gets filed first.
There are gears churning inside this kobold's head that involve ethics
That is dangerous.
Yeah.
and the lack thereof.
Our characters have proven that is dangerous.
Yeah, I know.
Because kobolds are technically lawful creatures, but they're lawful evil.
Fully.
Yep.
Granted, I've been playing most kobolds as chaos incarnate as opposed to lawful evil.
Yeah, I think Chaos
Incarnate.
Incarnate's better. I think Chaos Incarnate is better.
Why do you think I do it?
Way more fun.
Exactly. Okay. So
Anyway, I'll let them figure this out.
I have a plan. You figure it out. That's my plan. And you know what? That's probably a good plan.
Oh, right. I was looking for secret doors.
Oh yeah, and you actually rolled pretty well. But
What did I roll?
but here's the thing: the secret door was said to be in Sniv's old office. You're in Sniv's new old office.
Oh.
You need Sniv's old office, which currently still has a boulder in it,
I forgot why I wanted a secret door anyway.
because someone said there was one, and you got curious.
Yeah.
Aaron,
Yes.
I've just noticed the game log's updated for us as well. For the dice rolls, we can send it to everyone, just to us, or just to you.
Nice.
That's cool.
I don't think it does that for if
Like,
you
hold on.
are. No, yeah.
I've set it to DM.
I
Did
see where
anyone
you
else
can
see
change
this
it.
roll? Did
I see
anyone
where you
else
can
see that
change it
roll?
back and forth.
I didn't see
Yeah.
it all. Nope.
Aaron, did you?
I see that you made an investigation check.
Okay, that is really cool. Now, if we ever want to do private rolls to the DM, we can. That is brilliant.
I really appreciate the changes that D&D Beyond has been making. And D&D Beyond, we don't have any sponsors currently. But if you're interested, send me an email or something.
We love your service.
Yeah. I know. Make an account on elec.xyz and send me a DM. You might
Aren't you
need-
already a DM?
That was amazing.
So here's the thing. I stand behind us not having cameras on for what is essentially an audio program, because I continue to assert that it's more trouble setting them up and getting them all working and dealing with the bandwidth than you get out of having the cameras on. But this is perhaps an exception to that, because the range of expressions on my face that just occurred means I really should have had my camera on for it. And
That was
also
amazing.
Chroma has inspiration.
Chroma had inspiration already.
I thought I'd burned that off a while ago. Oh well, never
No,
mind.
you gave me more.
This is why we have nice things.
We never both have inspiration.
It's
You
okay,
never
I'm sure I'll burn it again soon because the dice hate me.
But you have Lieutenant Cogbucket now.
That's true.
To Cogbucket, everyone is a friend. Also, I think you might know the person behind Lieutenant Cogbucket. So, maybe. Look, that's a 27. There we go. Okay.
I don't know what I was rolling, but I did really well at it.
Yeah.
Actually, I just looked at the first skill that I was proficient in on my sheet, so I guess if someone needed to make an Arcana check, I made a good Arcana check.
I actually have more Arcana than you. Wow. That's
What?
Okay.
good.
Oh,
I have-
you have expertise, don't you?
No, I just have 9 Arcana plus 9.
How?
What's your intelligence?
18.
20. That's 5.
Wait, the base stat means something? Weird. Anyway, there appears to be another kobold where a lot of the kobolds are very upset that someone else is trying to cut in line, in spite of the fact there's a wall of force keeping anyone from going through. But they have attempted to go through the wall of force. It did not end well for them. They are attempting it again.
Wow. They don't give up, do they?
Yes.
Oh,
Do we recognize this kobold?
Well, they're wearing armor like they're one of the guards.
Trying to come in, or did we
Yes,
grab
trying to
one
come
of the
in.
guards?
They are currently yelling at the air for antagonizing them and threatening to throw it in the brig.
Good luck with that one.
This is an important mission. I have important information to share. You will let me through. Ah! That's it.
Well,
You
we'll just let him
antagonized me
tire
once too
himself
many.
out.
They draw their weapon and immediately attack the wall of force.
Obviously, Gox didn't train that one.
All right, you two are now assistants. Help him. Okay?
Okay. How?
Nobody knows. Great. This is not.
That's another moment I'm going to have to edit silence back in after my
I think
editor
it
takes the silence
involves
out.
listening to petitions and helping file them.
Yeah.
Helping
Mr.
Ingen
Cookie?
here. Oh, I thought you meant helping the guard who is trying very hard to attack air.
No, he's
don't-
helpless.
Don't
Help
help
your
him.
new-
You can't help him unless you can cast Disintegrate.
Help your new boss, which I can do, by the way. But please, that's not.
And I'm guessing you probably can't cast Disintegrate. I mean, I can't cast Disintegrate either.
So,
I can.
I hate to interrupt, but should I be concerned that a guard is trying very hard to get in touch with me?
Oh, probably. We should let him in.
I mean,
If I
this is
drop-
funny,
if-
don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying this, but
If I drop that, they're all gonna just pile in.
If we time it right, I can be the wall of force.
Grace.
I mean,
Wait,
I have
what?
another. I have 15 more charges in this staff. I can do it again, and we can just let the guard in.
So no grease?
I think.
oh,
Grease might
I
make
like
it
the
worse.
grease idea, to be honest. The grease and dropping the wall of force and bringing it back. I love this idea. I'm here for this content.
I have a fun idea. I'll drop the wall of force for a split second. You throw grease at them, and I'll wall of force around and bring the guard in, just for fun.
All right, I'm
That
stepping
feels
out of the
a
way.
little mean.
Can
It's funny though.
we hear what the guard is saying?
I've told you what the guard is saying. They're mostly threatening the air, but saying they need to get through on official business.
That's what I thought. So
Okay, I'll bring the guard in. Just the guard. New wall of force envelops the guard, pulls them in, and pushes everyone back.
Is grease in fact being used?
That's up to you.
If I don't use grease, is the wizard going to have to make a dexterity or strength check?
I mean, wall of force. I can be at the very back of the room and do wall of force. Like, I don't have to be anywhere near.
Oh, yeah,
them.
yeah. For some reason, I was imagining you physically grabbing the guard, and I don't know why.
Well, Zax is probably going to physically grab the guard.
Yeah, just grab him, pull him
I
in.
don't
Here we
think
go.
we need to do grease, then.
Chroma does not need a wisdom check to know that grease is not necessary even if it has been requested.
Okay. I'm glad I don't need a wisdom check to know that, because if I needed a wisdom check to know that, then, there would probably be grease.
Ingen
Probably.
is not so secretly disappointed, but it's okay. Okay, so all of this plan transpires. I'm not going to require any more rolls because this is the first time we've been on rails today. And you are now a heavy one guard who is coming to terms with the fact that they are now on the other side of the wall of force.
Hello.
Oh, it worked. I knew I would defeat the air if I tried hard enough. Fantastic.
No, that was me.
Yep, pretty much.
I didn't
so,
see you attacking the wall of air at all.
wow.
I made the
Okay.
wall.
So why did you
Anyway,
need to get in here?
I had an important message from the front lines.
Okay.
Okay.
And that is.
1 second, I wrote it down.
Oh boy.
It's in one of these pockets. No, those are my glasses.
God.
That was lunch. Okay. From last week. I need to wash this uniform. Here we go. Okay. And there's some rustling of paper as they unfold the message that they wrote down.
That's not good.
Or
Help!
informative.
They're breaking through. They're stomping everything. Send reinforcements.
Right. Where's the front line currently located at?
And did they fix our Zords?
You don't know.
It's okay, we'll ask. I think we're the reinforcements.
Oh yeah.
Permission to go reinforce things? Chroma is aiming this at Ingen, of course.
Permission granted? Try not to
Thanks.
kill anyone, though, if you can. I do want to see if we can send some type of negotiator or something to solve things amicably.
With cloud giants?
Well, I mean, you were sent down to the planet to talk with elves, and now we are on somewhat good terms with the elf armada that wanted to take the moon. So, hope springs eternal.
I don't know. I don't think they're going to negotiate. Cloud giants are just not that kind of people.
I think he knows better than us.
I don't know.
Well, the last time we tried...
castle back.
Here's the thing. The last time... Oh, no, they're not getting the castle. Well, it's more of a tower, but never mind. They're not getting it. The last time negotiation was attempted, we didn't have giant robots. We now have giant robots.
Right.
So, that might be a thing. Anyway, off
so
you
we're
go.
negotiating through the robots. Gotcha. This'll work.
But negotiating from a position of power, that power being the control panel inside the giant robot.
Right. This is going to be a fun battle.
I think I'm good at that kind of diplomacy.
Kobolds,
Mm-hmm.
let's rock this.
All right.
I love everything about our games that we play together.
I actually am good at that kind of diplomacy. I'm proficient in intimidation.
Aggressive negotiations.
Uh-huh. But I don't have a laser sword.
Yet. Okay, so we're going to breeze on past how you get out of here because there's plenty more charges on the staff, so you can do another little, okay, drop it, go through.
I was just gonna Begbie's hand and just shove everyone out of the way.
I could
Biggie's hand!
I could cast Gust of Wind.
Okay, through a variety of events, you managed to get past all the petitioners.
Zax just glares at them and they move.
In my head canon, which let's face it, I'm the DM. When I'm talking about NPCs, my head canon is canon. They're from a variety of stations and a variety of positions throughout the moon base. So that means a variety of outfits. So it's not unlike looking at the line outside of an anime convention as you go past.
Did we ever get that secondary seat for JR in my mech?
Don't know.
Because I think we agreed, because I was the one that would easily get them up and out if required.
It was a bit of a squeeze, but they've managed it.
Now they'll be
Hurrah!
comfy.
And what is this you've shared now? What? Someone dressed as Luigi throwing shells at people. Well, in a cart.
In a cart.
Like that, but faster and bigger and more explosive.
You already have inspiration.
Here is the original for a reference.
Okay.
That is an ominous Luigi. That is a Luigi that will road rage. With that said, you manage to get to your robots and you find that they have all in fact been repaired. There are a variety of technicians that are still crawling all over it because, one, kobolds, and two, kobold artificers. Ellie, no. Ellie. Ellie, no.
Sorry.
I have an emoji for this. Here we go. There. So, with that said, one of them does come up to you as you enter. Oh, good. You're back. This is fantastic. We made a few changes that we think you might like. Everyone's got built-in air fresheners now. They're pine scented. They're little trees that are hanging from the dashboard. They look kind of neat. If they get in the way, you can always put them in the glove box or something. Also, we may have accidentally combined them all at once, and we're sorry about that.
By combine them all at once, do you mean, put them all together like a jigsaw puzzle, or like a several Zord pile-up?
Yes!
So you crashed them into each other?
It turns out because the same technology was used to build all of them, the parts are a little interchangeable, you can kinda, sorta, you can make them stick together like Legos.
Okay.
Neat!
Out of character, because I spoke to Cindy and Aaron about this earlier. Tell me if you guys agree with how we should set this up. So, T-Rex for the legs and lower body, the wolf for the chest, warthog and salamander for arms, and the batwing is the head and wings at the back.
I like it.
I
Yeah.
thought you would.
Yeah.
Now, game mechanics wise, if you combine them all, whoever has the helm is the one who's in charge of the movement. So that mech determines your movement speed.
Which is why it's Neri's Batwing.
Yes. Oh yeah. We also put a helm in. We'd only had one helm that was a spare. Okay, not a spare's the wrong word. It's the helm that was out of the Dragonfly ship that kind of became more holy.
Oh.
The giant robots
Purpose
are a spaceship?
Yes.
They are now.
Wow.
Well, one of them is, but more than one of them if you stick them all together. Actually, that would still mean only one of them. But the one of them would just be a bigger one.
All! Chroma tackle hugs the person explaining this.
This is wonderful. Please remember this when my performance review comes up next week.
I will!
All right, let's go test ride this thing, shall we? Let's see what it does.
Okay, what follows is a wonderful montage sequence
Salamander.
What transpires after this is a wonderful sequence where you all ride a variety of machinery to get into your giant robots, most of which were totally unnecessary because there's a gangplank like right there that you could have just walked up. But forget that. It was much more fun to ride the elevator than take a zip line to a little car that drives around, then takes you to a second elevator that then teleports you into the cockpit. All of this takes about 10 minutes with cool music playing in the background.
Right.
And then for some reason, when you're teleported into your robots, you're all wearing different outfits with color schemes that match your robots.
I think I actually designed something like that.
Actually, I think you picked the color scheme for your robot and then decided your armor was going to be that color scheme. So yes. So Chroma's already in the outfit. Chroma's never out of the outfit except when Chroma goes
Chroma's
to bed, I
armor
guess.
is painted red and gold now.
Yes. And while you were doing this, by the way, the 10-minute sequence, the entire time, the garage door for the hangar it has been slowly opening. I do recall that it took a long time last time. Actually, it never really opened last time because you kind of pinned a purple worm to it
Oh, right,
with a lot
yeah.
of ballista bolts. They've cleared that out, and it did in fact open, but it took a little bit more than 5 minutes. So you all get into your robots, and there's still a 30-second period of time where you're all just standing there watching the garage door go the rest of the way up. And now you can leave.
Ellie, no.
I have concerns. And okay, well there's that also. I love that this is an audio only format and I've had to pause because of GIFs.
Yeah.
And the pauses will be edited out, so it's just going to be conversation immediately going to Ellie, no. And okay, but why are there 3 druids playing Dance Dance Revolution?
Why aren't there 3 druids playing Dance Dance Revolution?
Because there aren't 3 druids on the moon. And I haven't set the machine up. I needed that power plug for something else.
That's why you get a power strip.
I
And
have like 12 power strips.
But yeah, so you just get a 13th power strip. You can plug them all into each other. That's fine. I'm sure nothing will go wrong with that. Although I will point out that your ground wire over there, when the ground wire becomes a red light, is that a problem?
It tells you that you can only plug 2 more power strips in.
Oh, okay. Also, it's a convenient way to make toast. So, on your heads-up displays, there's a little blinking light that says trouble this way. It's very
Neat.
convenient. Yes. But then when you turn in that direction, the blinking light goes with it because all they did was they installed a little blinking light on, at the time, was in the right direction. They're still working out the bugs. They installed a helm in a giant robot and figured out how to assemble them like Legos. They couldn't solve all of the manufacturing problems at once. But in any case, they are able to give you coordinates.
I can work on it while we're on the way.
Chroma is the new Han Solo, but never mind about that.
Sometimes it feels like Chroma's MacGyver.
How does Chroma feel about a Swiss Army knife?
And defusing a bomb with a
Technically a
piece of string.
spellcasting focus for me.
What about the ability to defuse a bomb with a piece of string and a bit of gum?
And a piece of tape. Don't forget the piece of tape. It is crucial.
The tape is crucial.
because how else are you going to... I'm not putting my fingers on that piece of gum. I need the tape to pick it up. But whatever. You have another montage of going over the surface of the moon in your various giant robots of different forms, which are all moving at the exact same speed, with smoke obscuring anything that might be animatronics or somebody being a puppeteer making them move across the surface of the moon. It's a little weird that that angle is always cropped off in the camera shot, but that's what takes place. And before you get to the front lines, you do see several large figures sort of lumbering towards your position.
Should we become a
there they are.
giant robot?
That we were?
Individual giant robots currently.
Oh.
Should we become one giant robot instead of several smaller giant robots?
Kobold Megazord?
Let's do it. It'll at least give us a height advantage we didn't have before.
Sure.
Compared to before. Yeah.
I was actually clearing my throat.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if it was a character or not.
It's so often someone clearing their throat is specifically to get everyone's attention.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, thank you. Thank you. You have found the GIF one of the many GIFs I was referencing with that. 1 second here. I'm looking something up. Okay. I need to roll a die. Zax.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be really tough of me to ask for you. But you're going to have to make a Constitution save.
Okay. That didn't go real well. 10 plus 7 for 17.
Okay. That is below the target number. So you are going to have your mech take 7d8 plus 30 damage.
What does that come out to? Do you want me to roll it, or do you want... Lots?
I'm going to roll
Yeah.
it. Give me a second.
Okay, yeah. Roll it.
Okay, that's 68 damage
Wow.
to your
Okay.
mech. Now, granted, that's to your mech. That's not to you.
Right. Okay, not so good. What hit me?
Necrotic energy.
Whoa.
That's a new trick.
Yep.
Do we get to roll initiative?
Well, this is happening right before you roll initiative, but yes, you will be rolling. But that is over 50 points of damage. So, Zax, I need you to roll a d10.
A D10. Okay.
Because it's possible something's going to break.
Oh. Got a 3.
So let's see, what broke? It has damaged your mech's jaw.
Oh, no.
You can't bite.
Oh, no. Okay.
Are we formed up right now, or...
Not yet.
I don't know.
But this might be a good cue to form up, because that was a lot of damage.
Let's form up.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. What follows is the Voltron transformation sequence. Neri ends by saying, "And I'll form the head." And
Sendin,
Kendrick
I've
says,
literally
"Let's murder everyone." Sorry, what's that?
Sendin, I've literally done the entire in the original Megazord sequence, start to finish.
I have a feeling that there are some people having a lot of fun right now. And we've never done the rules that I made for playtesting a combined giant robot. So we're going to find out how that works.
All right.
Roll for initiative.
Okay.
22.
I got a 6 somehow.
I'm not sure if this is Lieutenant Cogbucket liking me, or Lieutenant Cogbucket trying to hate me, but having been built for a system where rolling low is good.
I rolled a 9.
Apparently, Neri is going several days ago.
It kind of looks that way.
As
Yeah.
always,
With a 30,
as always.
yes. The dex-based character goes first.
Okay.
We are all shocked and surprised. You know what I didn't do? I didn't open JR's character sheet, so I couldn't roll for JR. Not that I
JR
think it's going to be a major concern.
JR is currently sitting happily in the T-Rex.
Well, yes, JR has a chair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, right? I wanted to make sure they were comfortable.
JR is very comfortable in a chair. And JR got a 9.
Everybody in the T-Rex is going at the same time.
Okay. And I still appreciate that I have all those fire elementals just hanging out in the initiative order. In case any mech takes lethal damage, there's going to be a fire elemental on the board. So, Neri, There appear to be 3 giants lumbering towards you. They are about 100 feet away.
Okay. Have we formed up or?
Yes.
Okay.
And as is canon in everything I've ever seen, whenever there's a sequence, whether it's a transformation or a combination, all opponents stop and just watch.
Correct. Correct.
Can you get us in position where I could get more than one of them with a line?
I can try.
They're lumbering towards you in a triangular formation.
Ooh.
Question. This is more of a biology question. Is the salamander the animal that has like the fan at the neck? Or am I thinking of something different?
It's the cute
I
little
think you're
amphibian,
thinking of something
but it also
different.
likes fire.
Okay. What am I thinking of?
I think
You're thinking of
of
World of
one
Warcraft.
of those frilled lizards.
Okay.
But no, a salamander is come on.
Salamander holds the T-Rex tail sword. The warthog is the shield.
Oh, that's there you go.
That the
That's
thing you
salamander.
posted is not a salamander. That's a leopard gecko.
Oh, right. Yeah, but that one
It
with the
pops
spots
up
is
when
a
you type in
salamander.
salamander, which throws me off. But also, it's still cute. But in any case, Neri, you're in charge of movement, and you are
Yes.
going at initiative 3 days ago. What would you like to do?
I am going to fly to about 20 feet from them and sort of at an angle so that Chroma can get 2 of them in a line.
Okay. You can definitely manage that. Give me a perception check.
Okay. 25.
Okay. So, not the one in the lead, but the one in the back and to your right seems to have someone riding on their shoulder.
Okay, so I'll go to the left
Okay.
so we can catch the one in the lead and the one with someone riding on his shoulder.
I don't know if I want to catch the one with someone riding on their shoulder.
I feel like the one riding on the shoulder is the one that did all that damage, though.
I think that's probably true.
Get him.
We probably want to deal with them.
Yeah, but we're also supposed to not kill anyone and fire.
But if
Well,
it does
would it
come
help
down
if
to
I
the whole-
said that the 3 lumbering giants look very dead already?
so we don't have to worry about killing them.
Oh, necromancer.
Necromancer.
There's a lot of necromancy, yeah.
Wow.
A necromancer is just a cleric who wouldn't give up.
Amara tried that.
True.
That's okay. As an artificer, technically, I'm a mechromancer, so
Hey.
Hey! That's a great pun.
You already have inspiration. I can't give you more.
I know.
Not that attitude.
Can I use my
That-
breath weapon on them?
You most certainly may attempt your breath weapon.
Okay.
You're 20 feet away, so you can only hit the one in the lead.
It's, I think, just a con save.
Yes. And I'm stalling as I look up the constitution roll for them. That is a nope, otherwise known as an 11. I don't think that's going to cut it.
No, they've got to beat an 18.
Okay. Well, fortunately,
that's-
they are immune to robots. This is not true.
So that's 55 damage.
Oof.
Why does one of the breath weapons have a save DC of 18 and all the others have a save DC of
I was
15?
just
It's based
questioning
off of
that.
your constitution.
Oh.
So the character's constitution is the base stat that you built from for the breath weapon save. So if you're someone like a barbarian who put a lot of points into con, you're going to have a higher DC.
But mine isn't constitution based.
Yeah, mine's dexterity too.
With mine.
Okay, so determining the save DC, I look at the character's constitution. But the person rolling to make the save isn't always going to be rolling a con save.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, it's like when you're determining spell save, it's based off of your spell attribute, whatever
Yeah.
that happens to be. I just decided it was going to be Constitution for giant robots.
Sense.
I didn't realize Neri had a high constitution.
Fighter.
Neri doesn't. Oh no, Neri does. It's not like barbarian high.
Yeah.
No, it's not the same.
Yeah,
Does the barbarian actually have a breath weapon?
No, I used that
ranged
as an
weapon.
example.
There's a ballista.
Yeah, but that's not a breath weapon. That's
It's not a breath weapon, though.
yeah, breath weapons. They're so if you're using most weapons,
So the
you're
person who
rolling to hit.
probably has the highest constitution does not have the thing that constitution.
This is true. But with that said, Neri, do you have any ranged attacks besides the breath weapon?
No.
Okay. So you can pose menacingly if you wish, which you're in a giant robot, so I'm sure you do. You have resting, menacing pose. But otherwise, I think it would be Chroma's turn now.
Oh.
Oh, Chroma is getting food.
Okay, I think it is time for fire. Dexterity saves for everyone, or at least for 3 people, 2 of whom are dead cloud giants, and 1 of whom is probably a necromancer riding one.
Hold on, I've got to post the appropriate GIF. There we go. Okay, so lead giant zombie. What's that stat I got to roll again?
X.
DC
Oh,
15.
zombies are very dexterous. That's a 10 for the first one. That's a 14 for the second one. And the being who you are assuming is a necromancer, maybe they're not a necromancer. Maybe they're a tourist. Maybe they're a mountain climber. Well, they got a nat 1.
Huh.
So, yeah, that is a thing that has taken place.
So that's 55 fire to everyone who failed.
Okay, giant zombie in the lead is bloodied.
I can still ballista, right?
You can use all of your abilities during your turn.
Neat!
Except for breath weapon, because breath weapon has a recharge. So at the start of your turn, you roll a d6 to see if it's recharged. But it's the first round, so you will have your breath weapons. You can use everything.
So, time for ballista, ballista, ballista.
Dagger, dagger,
Which,
dagger.
by the way, Aaron, really good. Really, I do like that change. That's a good change.
Do the robots
Yeah.
grant each other pack tactics when they're...
Oh, that's a great
None
question.
of you are... Well, pack tactics would be as if you had an ally next to the thing you're attacking. You're 20
we're
feet
not
away
next.
from the closest.
We
Okay,
don't
they're
have
20
that
feet
yet.
away. It's okay. I have a +8 to hit, so...
But hey, we remembered the show name, so this is still a win.
I usually remember. Usually.
The rest of us do not.
I...
That's a nat 1.
Oh... I think it made orbit. Okay, recoil! Gotta remember the recoil.
So you've heard of Zeely's star. We now have Chroma's ballista. The next attack is a 25. Who were you aiming for?
The blooded zombie.
Okay, a 25 will hit.
And so will the 20, I'm hoping?
Yes.
Okay, so... That's 25 points of damage.
Now, just to remember, because you don't have proficiency in mech, you weren't supposed to be adding your proficiency bonus to your rolls.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was supposed to be using my spell attack modifier.
You can use the modifier for the stat you use for spell attacks, or your strength, or your dex, whichever is highest, but you're still not adding your proficiency bonus. However, what's your proficiency bonus?
Confused. 4. So it would be +4.
Okay, so your lowest hit still hit.
Okay,
It's a moot issue this time around, but next time don't add your proficiency bonus.
I'll remember.
Yeah, none of you is yet proficient in giant robot. That might change in the future, but as of right now, you're still pressing buttons. Just later on, you'll be proficient in pressing buttons. And what's going to be the damage?
25 piercing.
Okay. You have taken out, well, I would say you've taken off an arm, but that would ignore the fact that you also took out a good portion of the torso as well. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. So, at the end of your turn, a thing happens. The person
Hate it when a thing
riding...
happens.
I hate things and stuff. So the person who is the passenger on, let's call them Zombie B, decides to cast Ray of Frost. Let's see, that is a frigid beam of blue-white. Looks like it's a single target. so far as this is concerned. Am I rolling to hit? It looks like I am rolling to hit.
We can't cast spells through our mech, can we?
No, you'd have to hop out of the mech, which uses all the movement. But you've given all of your movement to Neri.
Okay. Just wanted to double check.
I need to roll to find out who is getting this attack done to them. And it looks like it is going to be, it is Zax again. That's not planned. I am literally rolling to see who's getting attacked randomly.
Well, considering that Zax is like the middle of the giant robot, makes sense.
That's a 22 to hit.
It's armor class 17, but I don't know what
That's gonna hit. And let's see, what is their spellcasting level? Oh, okay, that's a number.
Okay.
That is going to be 4d8 cold damage.
Okay. And that goes onto Zax's character sheet?
That's going to hit your mech. That is 10 points of cold damage to your mech.
Okay. Where do I put that?
I'm keeping track.
Okay. So the first hit, though, was that to Zax or to the mech?
It's all going to the mech. Every 50 points, like if you get out of the mech, then it might hit you.
Okay, because I took it off the character sheet with the first one. Didn't understand.
You can put it back.
Okay, I'm like, something's not right. Yeah.
You're inside a giant robot with adamantine armor. Most attacks are not going to hit you. If you get out of the mech, then that's another story. Okay. And every 50 points of damage that you take, you roll a d10 to see if it hits something crucial.
Okay.
Actually, it usually will hit something crucial.
Right.
And one of the possibilities that you can roll is the character inside the mech will take the same amount of damage.
Okay.
But that hasn't happened in game yet.
Okay.
Okay. So that is what they did at the end of Chroma's turn.
Got it.
And now it's time for the fire elementals who
Hold
are all
on,
busy.
I'm hearing a sneeze from a weird place. Percy, no!
Cat.
I believe the cat was annoying them.
Could be.
The cat was potentially sneezing on something that should not be sneezed on.
Could be.
Or sneezing in a place the cat should not be.
That
or a
is
combination of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up is Cogbucket JR, and they are going to offer moral support because they're inside a giant mech and can't do anything else. Next up is Kendricks.
They're still essentially in a line, yeah?
They are, but you can no longer... Actually, no, you can still hit two of them in a line.
Okay. I will breath weapon lightning down on them.
Okay. That's actually going to hit three of them because it's going to hit the passenger also.
Nice. So DC 15 dex. And I will roll...
I did say they were very dexterous.
I will roll the 10d10.
Well, passenger failed their save. That's a 5. And for the two zombies, that's a 5. Oh, but this one's better. That's a 6.
Okay, they all take 55 points of lightning damage.
Okay, how do you do this for the one in the lead?
The lightning arcs straight through its chest, and it just plummets back, and it then just arcs through the other ones.
I will say that to add an additional flair for this, as it arcs through the lead zombie's chest, the camera shows a perfect shot through the cylindrical hole, roughly cylindrical, in the center of its chest to the zombie behind it and its passenger before it collapses. And you've killed one of the zombies, you've bloodied another zombie, and bloodied the passenger.
And we're not in melee range.
You are 20 feet away.
Okay.
And your movement is controlled by Neri.
Okay, that's fine.
Also, you're the legs, which amuses me that you don't have control of the movement.
Well, I think it makes more sense that the helm is in the head. I think it makes more sense.
It makes total sense.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is the wrong way of doing it. It just amuses me that your mech is the one who's providing the legs for this giant robot, but you can't do anything about it.
Legs sort of kick in the air a little bit.
I would argue that it'd be the tiny little T-Rex front arms, just sort of waving ineffectually. All right. Next up, we're finally getting to the giant zombies. The first one never got to do anything but look menacing, and failed at that. The second one, which has a passenger, is going to do a thing. What thing is it going to do? Oh, wonderful. Everyone give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh dear.
DC 17.
I got a 19 plus 7 for a 26.
I'm going to use my inspiration because I rolled poorly. I
How
rolled
much
even
you-
worse, so 6.
Oh.
6 is the best I got.
I will also be using my
Now 20!
inspiration.
Grats.
Okay, so fun fact, the stats here don't give any rules for taking half damage, so if you make your save, you take no damage.
What was the
How-
DC again?
17.
Okay.
But if you don't make your save, your mech is taking 35 cold damage and losing its ability to do any actions. It's paralyzed until the end of its next turn. So who didn't make their save?
I did not.
I failed too.
Okay, so that's 35 points of damage.
No, I don't think I can do that when they're in other mechs.
Read on the sheet that I can't move or do an action.
Huh?
I was just saying for Aaron, I've noted it so I can pay attention to it.
Ah, okay.
Or at least I don't think I can. I have so many things under features. Yeah, I don't think they count as another creature inside of me within 30 feet.
I would also
Again.
argue that you can't see them.
Yeah, I'm just under the assumption
Exactly,
that
that's why they do not count as another creature within.
There's this great GIF I've seen of the new Voltron where they all do that split screen thing where they nod, and then one of the characters goes, "I'm nodding. Are we all nodding?" Because they can't see each other.
They can see each other. Now, with the Constitution save we just did, does that include, like, I get a +7? Should that count?
Yeah,
or does it not count?
It
I don't understand.
I'm just having it be your Constitution for now because that's easier.
Okay.
And Ellie has found the GIF.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I was a big fan of the old Voltron, and I have never seen the new Voltron. I probably should watch it.
Hey, gang.
I'm just under the assumption that our character sheets, the features and traits, kind of don't matter while we're in the mix. Would that be a proper assumption?
For the most part, yes, but I don't remember if I have current stats for the mechs as far as strength and constitution and all that.
No, you don't.
Yeah. So for that, we are looking at character stats when there's nothing else available.
Okay.
But otherwise,
always try
imagine
to-
if you will that you have had an overpowered polymorph spell cast on you. All the damage is going to the mech before it touches you at all, with one minor exception, which hasn't come into play.
This is an in-character question. Didn't we fight a blue dragon a while back?
You did. That was the
We
last
did,
time
yeah.
you were in the mechs, I think.
Yeah.
This feels like a blue dragon.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
I was
at the-
muted. I think it's a necromancer.
I don't think the blue dragons deal with necromancy. I mean, I think
I don't know.
Dragons have, on occasion, been known to be spellcasters.
I think
And
it's
there's, and
usually.
there's
Isn't it usually green ones that
I was gonna say it's usually
spellcasters?
greens. Yeah.
well, it's a variety. And I've heard legends whispered in dark hallways about one dragon that ended up taking levels in Rogue. But I don't put any stock in that. See, at the end of that zombie frost giant's turn, this person who is the passenger is going to once again cast Ray of Frost. But who are they going to attack this time? Let's roll again. I keep rolling the same number. I keep
Okay.
rolling for Zax over and over again.
All right, so what happens this
Did I
time?
Actually, no,
unmute
hold on.
myself to cough accidentally? I'm sorry.
Possibly. That's all right. It
You,
happens.
you know what? I miscounted in this particular case. It's not Zax. It's going after Zenosha this time.
Oh,
That's for the best.
okay.
Only because we might... Actually, it's the same amount of bad in any case. Never mind. But that's going to be a Constitution saving throw for Zenosha.
19.
Wait a minute. I'm wrong. It's not a Constitution saving throw. It's a spell attack. So I had you roll when you weren't supposed to roll, and I apologize for
Yeah,
that.
Ray of
It's
Frost
me
is
rolling.
a spell attack.
I have my brain stuck on breath weapons. But that's a dirty 20.
Eyes go to the attackers, so that's a hit.
Okay. And we are going to do 4d8 points of damage. That is going to be 19 cold damage to Zenosha's mech. Is that up to over 50 total?
Last time it was 35, and now it's 19, so yeah,
Okay, yep.
just barely.
Okay. Give me a D10 roll.
I got a 3.
Okay, with a 3, that means... Oh, this is horrible. Actually, it is pretty bad. I was looking in the wrong line, and I thought, oh no, you lost your speed increase when you're part of a giant robot anyway, and therefore the speed increase doesn't matter. No, in this case, you've lost your breath weapon.
Okay.
Although, your breath weapon was cold, so that might not have been very useful against these enemies anyway. They're mostly using cold-based attacks. I have too many tabs open. Well, the giant robots require me to have 2 additional tabs open beyond what I normally do.
Right.
Okay, and now it's time for the uninjured giant zombie to have their thing. They are going to rush forward and take matters into their own hands. And by own hands, I mean a very large axe.
Wait, who has an axe?
The undamaged zombie, I think.
Yes. They want to ask you a question. And they are going to go after Chroma's mech for the first swing. That is an 18 to hit.
That hit. It would not hit Chroma, but it hits the mech.
I remember that Chroma has an AC of yes, so Chroma would be totally fine.
The
But in
mech
this
is a
particular
lot
case-
bigger than Chroma.
Yes, that is going to be 25 points of slashing damage to the mech.
Okay,
Is that the first time this mech's been damaged this time around?
think so.
Okay. And for their second swing, going to roll to see who they hit this time, or try to hit. They're going to try to hit Kendricks.
Go for the legs.
Sweep the knee. That is a 19 to hit.
Miss. 21 is the AC.
Okay. You do not take a great axe to the knee.
Would have ruined my adventuring days.
It would. Actually, that's only if it's an arrow, so you're okay. And
That meme is still a thing. I hate it.
at the end of this last giant's turn, the passenger, who for some reason is using legendary actions, as my cat attacks my arm, sock it down.
There's a legendary action right there.
Yeah,
The cat is giving you a legendary action.
that's a sneak attack, actually.
So he's a rogue,
Oh,
I wouldn't
yes.
surprise me. Most cats are rogues.
probably.
Okay. Cat is mitigated. We're going to have another Ray of Frost attack. Against whom? Okay, I rolled a 6. That means nobody. I'm going to roll again.
I'm okay with it attacking the darkness.
Yeah.
It doesn't know magic missile.
And I don't think it can get drunk.
This is... I mean, that is the reference. Okay. So this is going to go after Zax because I did roll the right number.
Okay.
Or the wrong number, depending on how you look at it. That is a 16 to hit, which I
We go
don't
by
believe is enough.
Is armor class? Is that what we're looking at for that, or
Yes, and your AC
okay.
is 20. It doesn't hit.
Are you looking
I
at
thought-
the mech sheet, Jen?
I don't know anymore.
Okay, so if you go into
Alright, I'm
the
looking at it
Pad
now.
Channel,
Yeah,
are you in the? If you go to the Pad Tax channel, click the little pin at the top.
yeah, I've got
Very-
it open. I just can't process numbers.
Okay, you're at the very end. You're the grey boxes.
Right, and
And
so
your
the
AC is 20.
Okay, I got it.
And
now.
you've taken 78 points of damage. I'm not
Okay.
mathing it to subtract things from 200 because...
That's fine.
Math.
Yeah. Okay.
And I put lines through your bite attack because that was the thing that got damaged when you took the first 50.
Yeah, that helped actually. Putting the lines through it. That actually helped.
I do that for me.
Oh, okay.
It is very,
Okay.
very useful. Okay.
Okay. So, giant mist.
The assumed necromancer has been using legendary actions at the end of other people's turns.
Okay.
And they've just used their third. And their third was to attack you, and they missed.
Okay.
With that said, it is now Zax's turn. Now, you have no movement
Nope.
because that's Neri's job.
Right.
There is one zombie that has rushed in with their axe to attack, so they're within melee range.
Okay.
And there is also the assumed necromancer and one wounded zombie that are 20 feet away from you. So
Okay.
looking at your attacks, it'll be the weirdest thing. Actually, no, I think you're one of the arms. So it would make sense for you to
Am
be
I?
able to
I
claw
thought I was
attack.
the chest piece.
Oh, wait, you are the chest piece. Okay, so having the chest piece do a claw attack is very weird, but technically the game mechanics allow it.
Okay.
It's very coarse chest hair. No, that's disturbing. I did.
Yeah, that's.
I want to take
a little
those
weird.
back.
Extra claw comes out of the chest.
Okay,
that's
so-
a scene from
Alien.
Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
The side of the chest.
Start the
Side of
reactor.
the chest. A smaller arm comes out of the side of the chest.
All right. Well, if I can
And
do
you
a
also
claw
have a
attack,
ballista
then-
that you can fire,
Yeah. And
and you can do both.
I can do both. Okay.
Yes.
So let's do the weird claw attack thing to start with.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, what we're doing is just make a strength check.
Okay.
So just on your character sheet where it says strength in the top left, click on that number.
Okay. A 20 plus 7 for 27.
Okay, so you're doing crit damage. If I remember, when we were fighting the blue dragon, you kept critting there also.
I
Or you
think
crit
so.
at least once.
At least once. I don't know how many times.
Yes.
I don't remember anymore.
And,
but at
and the
least
claw
once.
attack is 3d8 plus 6. So what you're going to do on your character sheet is when you click the little dice icon at the bottom,
Okay.
the third one up, so the one
Is
right
the-
above the d6 is a d8.
D8. Okay.
Click that 6 times,
Okay.
and then click the roll button.
Okay. Total of 22.
All right. Well, we're going to add 6 to that because it's 3d plus 6. But yeah. So that's going to be 28 points of damage. And now you can fire a ballista.
Yep. Let's do that. How do we do that?
Now you are at very close range, so you'd be rolling at disadvantage
Okay.
because ballista are better for ranged attacks.
Mm-hmm.
You should
Yep.
they should actually be 120 feet away from you for you to be able to roll at not disadvantage.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I think I'm reading that wrong.
Okay.
It's, you know what, we've been playing for over an hour. I don't care. Just roll the strength check again.
Okay.
But let me know who you're attacking. It should either be the zombie in the back or the assumed necromancer in the back.
How far away is the necromancer?
They're both 20 feet away.
Both 20 feet away. Okay. I'm gonna go for the necromancer that I think might be a dragon, maybe. And it's a strength. Is that right?
Yeah, because that's your highest stat. So
Okay.
that's what we're using for these mechanics.
Okay. So I got a total of 18.
All right. And you said you're going for the necromancer?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's a hit. It would hit any of them, but it definitely hits the necromancer.
Okay.
So let's do, because that's not a crit, we can just do average damage to save on the math. That's
Okay.
going to be 16 piercing damage.
Cool. That is all I can do, I think.
Yes.
Short of getting out of this thing and going after him, and that's probably not real efficient. So, yeah.
Well, it would be very funny to see like a little window open up in the chest piece of this very giant robot, and then
And a hammer
very
comes
angry
flying
kobold
out.
falls out.
Yeah. Or a
and starts
hammer
running
comes
the 20
flying out.
feet. Ah!
I mean, break it more could happen, you know?
I mean, if you're raging, fall damage is
Oh,
technically
I
bludgeoning
don't know if I did.
damage, so you
Yeah.
would take half damage from the fall.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't even feel it.
If it gets to the point where one of them actually breaks my mech to the point where it's useless in battle at that moment, yeah, I'm gonna like rage and go after them.
At the point, at least you're just an arm.
No, I'm the chest piece, I think.
Yeah, the
Oh,
wolf
wait,
is
you're the
chest
wolf.
piece.
You're the wolf. Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you could open up the. You can't do it this turn.
Right, right.
But you could open up your hatch and just throw your hammer out at
I
it.
was thinking about it, you know, but it's real close to us too, so
Yeah, it's within 20 feet. We'd have to have all the
Yeah.
next save versus being stunned.
yeah.
Zax would think it would be cool, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, totally.
So,
That's canon. That's happened
Yes.
before.
Zenosha, it is your turn.
I believe my mech's paralyzed due to one of the frost hits, so
Yeah. So, and actually, I don't think you have any ranged attacks other than your breath weapon, and that's been disabled.
yeah, so Zenosha's just pounding at her console right now. Work,
Zenosha would-
work.
Zenosha would like to rage. Okay, it is
I
now
feel like
time.
I feel that. I feel that. When I have tech problems, I too would like to rage.
Has Zenosha tried unplugging it and plugging it back in again?
Considering I'm an arm, that may not be wise.
Oh no!
You just have the other arm reach over and tear the one arm off, then put it back on again. Are you sure the mech have you tried restarting the mech? Let's see. It is time for the assumed necromancer, because all that damage they did before wasn't even their turn. But now it is their turn, and they're going to choose to do a thing. They are going to cast a spell and disappear.
Do the zombies drop?
They do not drop. However, there's also no more necromancer for you to attack. Assumed necromancer.
Maybe they're invisible.
They could be invisible. What you do know is that you do not see them riding a shoulder anymore. What you didn't know was that they were at 9 HP. Neri, it is your turn again.
I think I don't have anything I can do.
You don't have any attacks?
I'm paralyzed.
Oh, you got hit too. Okay, that's right. So that's until the end of your next turn. So at the end of this turn, you will not be paralyzed anymore. Chroma.
There's 2 zombies left?
There's 2 zombies. One is up close and personal and only slightly injured, and one is further away and very injured.
Also, I got a 1 on the 1d6.
Okay, so no breath weapon this time.
Okay, time for ballistas.
A 10 is not going to hit. 13 is... Actually, that would hit a fire elemental, but I don't believe that... No, it doesn't hit a giant.
I do not want to fire at the fire elemental.
Probably for the best, and a 9 is unfortunately not going to
I would
hit.
like to use my inspiration.
Go right ahead.
I mean, I would like to use my inspiration. I'm not sure I can. The D&D Beyond app is not really being helpful. I can see the little thingy that says inspiration, but if I click on my portrait, there's nothing to use my inspiration. It just pops up my dice. I don't need my
Give
dice.
me a second. I have turned off your inspiration. Go ahead and reroll.
It's not showing it going away. Okay.
Oh, on my end,
So-
it's gone. And a 12 is not going to hit.
I'm using my flash of genius ability. I think I can do that. I can see me, and I am within 30 feet of myself.
I love how this party almost totally obliterated your opponents in the first round, and now we're not doing well.
I am going to fix my targeting program right now. Oh, D&D Beyond is throwing a tantrum. That is the problem. So both the real tech and the game tech are throwing a tantrum.
No.
In my
Anyway-
head canon, I can totally see Chroma, after attempting 3 ballista hits and not having any of them connect, tearing open a console and frantically typing in a keyboard to edit code while unplugging wires and plugging them into other spots. Over in the corner, a toaster
Recalculate.
pops toast out.
Not the toast! Anyway, does a +4 to that make it hit?
A +4 to the 12 that you rolled will allow it to hit. Who were you going after for that shot? The one that's
injured
further away?
zombie.
Okay. How much damage?
12 piercing.
All right. Next are all the elementals. Next is JR, who continues to offer moral support. Also suggested Chroma to check for unsighted integers. That's usually the problem.
Oh, yeah!
You're supposed to go after each integer and just write Chroma.
Where's
In
the
cursive.
Percy?
Next up is Kendrix.
And I can't do anything.
Next up is Frost Giant B, because Frost Giant A currently has a hole in their heart. Actually, the hole is where the heart used to be. Frost Giant B is going to rush forward and attempt a great
Okay, I
axe
have no
attack.
idea where he is.
On who? They're going to go after Kendrix,
Rude.
because they're rude. Yes. That's a 23 to hit.
Hits.
That's 25 slashing damage.
Right. I need to roll a d10. It's a 9.
A 9.
Aha, he jumped on the bed.
So that is not going to damage anything structural, but your paint is scratched in an aesthetically unpleasing way.
I insult their lineage and threaten to cut them all.
Actually, wait, no. No, I'm wrong. That would be if you rolled a 10. Actually, no. I'm looking at the wrong thing. nine is exactly what I said it was.
Okay.
I was
Then
looking at the numbers on the far left, which are the row numbers in the spreadsheet. That's not the die roll numbers.
Then I continue to threaten their lineage and insult their lineage and threaten to cut them.
The zombie is not demoralized by your insults. Their second great axe attack, their second and last great axe attack, because probably they're going to die after this, is going to go after Zenosha. That is a 13.
That's a miss.
I thought so. And the last giant zombie, their first attack is going to go after Kendricks again, because I rolled a 1 on the die to decide randomly who is going to go. That is a 19 to hit.
Miss.
That's 25 points of damage.
It was a miss.
So that's 25 points of damage. It doesn't happen.
Okay.
But sparks
And
fly everywhere.
I've rolled another 1, so therefore it's going after Kendricks again. Because I'm basically just going in the order that you appear in Discord. And on my end, Chris is the name right below Archbeth. Archbeth is sort of not appearing in this film, so therefore they cannot, in fact, a little goblin child.
Huh? What?
Well, just because she's playing a little goblin child in the Saturday game. Yes, the goblin child would be screaming. That's a 17 to hit, which the 19 didn't hit, so I imagine the 17 will not hit either.
Yep. Correcto.
All right. Next up is Zax's turn.
Okay. What's in front of me still? Like,
You
one was
have
close, right?
you have both zombies in front of you. One of them is very bloodied. The other one is not as bloodied.
Okay.
Aren't there 3 zombies?
Yes, but one of them is down.
Oh, okay. I missed
And that is a
one
very
went
scary
down.
GIF that you found.
Yep.
It really is.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm like, oh no. Okay, so can I do the weird claw attack again on the one that's
You can do
nearest
the
to me?
weirdest of claw attacks, yes.
Weirdest of claw attacks. Let's do that.
I'm sure someone can invent a weirder claw attack. I don't want to know the details.
What do I roll?
So yeah, it's just what's that?
What do I roll for that?
I said,
Just strength check.
"Aw," because you were saying you don't want to know the details of a weirder claw attack.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so strength check, yeah.
Yes.
This one is a 5 plus 7 for a 12.
That's unfortunately not going to hit, but you also have a ballista attack you
Yep.
can attempt.
Yep, gonna do that. Strength again, or Yeah?
Yes. Technically, this should be a disadvantage because it's really, really close to you, but
I
you've been
got a
playing
20
for an hour and a
plus
half.
7 for a
A 27 will hit.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You crit again.
Yes.
How
Oh,
dare
more
you.
damage. Yes? No?
How dare you do extra damage? Now, who were you attacking? The really injured one or the not so injured one?
Whatever one's closest to me.
They're both right next to
Oh,
each.
they're both right next to each other. Okay. The one with the axe.
They both have axes.
Say the injured one.
The injured one.
They're both injured, but one of them is more injured than the other. So we're
That
going
one,
to do.
sure.
Okay, so you're going to on your character sheet when you look at the die thing. This is going to be 6d10, which means so you
D10?
see yeah, well, it's the ballista.
Oh, right. Okay.
Before it was the claw attack. So
Okay.
where you see the two die that are in a circle together, the one directly above that, click that 6 times and roll that.
Okay. Okay, rolling that. And that comes out to 26.
How do you do this?
Gonna aim
A
the
little claw
ballista.
reach. Oh,
No, the claw's done. But a little claw, yeah, out of the big claw. That's the. So it's a ballista, so I'm gonna aim for his head.
Okay. Well, no one else is going to be able to do that because the head is gone.
All right, that's how you get rid of zombies.
That's how you make sure they're dead.
Yep.
It's true to your roots.
Yep.
Dax has learned from Gox.
Yep. That goes back far though. That's like from the first couple episodes when we were fighting zombies.
Yes. Make sure they're dead. Take the head off.
That's how you know they're dead.
Yep.
All right.
Zenosha,
That's all I can do.
I do not believe you're stunned, and you have a zombie within range of you.
All right. So, gonna make a melee attack.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to use my wisdom stat for that, right?
Whichever stat is highest, your spellcasting ability or strength or dexterity.
Well, I got a 2 on the die for a total of 7, so that's a miss.
Okay.
Zenosha continues hitting her console. Chroma may have words with her.
There are fist-sized dents in a few locations on your console panel. And that takes us back up to the top with Neri, who is no longer in a paralyzed mech. Still in a mech, but the mech is functional now.
So I have one zombie left?
Yes.
Yep.
Thanks to Zax.
I'm going to hit it with my claws. And I don't remember what I need to roll for that. That's a melee weapon attack. Am I just rolling my...
Because you're not proficient in Giant Robot, you're going to roll whichever's highest for you, your strength or dexterity.
Okay.
It's going to be just a stat check.
Which one should I choose? The -1 or the +5?
Decisions.
It's a 16.
That will hit.
I keep forgetting the Giant Robot character sheets aren't in a different window. They're in a different tab, but not a different window. And that's 3d8 plus 6. 1, 2, 3. 14 damage.
All right. Noted. Anything else you can do?
Yeah, I'm going to yell at it real loud.
Well, this seems to be anime-based, so that is standard. Chroma.
I'm using my breath weapon.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
Because it's thunder.
Thunder, bat, mech. Oh!
Thunder bats.
Thunder kobold?
Anyway, it's got to make us con save at 18.
No. It doesn't. I'm assuming that's 55 points of damage?
Yes.
Entered. It's bloodied.
And I was waiting to figure out whether you meant it doesn't make the con save or it doesn't make the con save.
Yes. Okay, so is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn. Unless anybody wants me to move somewhere.
Probably not
I
for the
don't think
best. You would
so.
invoke an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah,
And also it takes all the melee attacks out of range.
Yes.
right.
It is therefore Chroma's turn.
Okay. How many are still up?
Just the one, and it's bloodied.
Okay, I would like to start firing ballistas at it.
Well, you can also roll to see if your breath weapon recharged.
Oh,
It
I
does
think
not.
that's a no.
That's a no.
Oh, I should have rolled 2. Sorry.
Wait, how
Oops.
close are we to it? Do I
Melee
have
attack.
tactics right now?
Arguably, yes, technically. Although you're also all kind of the same unit, but you're not. It's wibbly wobbly, mecky
confusing.
wecky.
Yeah.
Well, I can't only add one pack tactic. That wouldn't work.
Beth, you're right. Pack tactics is technically the power of friendship. And if you're goblins, you don't have the power of friendship. You have I'm angry because I'm tiny.
Mm-hmm.
So, do I roll with advantage or no?
I'm looking at how we've been playing for almost 2 hours and we never actually took a break. So, however you want to do this, let's get this done.
That's valid. Does Lieutenant Cogbucket understand advantage? I will see if they do.
And a
with
16
a
hits?
+4, that's a dirty 20. But
Well, even without your bonus, it hits. Ooh, that's 2 ones in there. Okay, but still 7 points of damage.
does
The 15 will also hit. And I suppose I'll let you hit with the... Actually, no, that's damage. That's 20 points of damage. Okay.
Where did that go? And
A 23 will hit.
21 points of
How do you want to
piercing.
do this?
I am going to turn it into a ballista pincushion. Well, there's only 3 ballistas, but
Well, technically combat ends with the end of your turn because you're killing it. So we could say that you fire these 3 shots, it dies, then you reload. And you continue to do that, wondering if you're going to run out of ammo, because apparently you're not.
it's down. Okay.
Aim
I
for
can
its
stop
head.
firing that.
Aim for its head.
Okay.
Like, it kind of stood standing for a bit longer than it was supposed to. Technically, it was already dead, but yes.
Still, that's how you know for sure it's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, yeah, it's already dead, but sometimes they get up. But not if they don't
Alright.
have it anymore.
So, that's the end of combat. And over the built-in intercom system, you hear, "We have a problem.
What's the problem?
Help."
What?
Is this Cogbucket?
That was Cogbucket. You do
Cogbucket?
not hear from Kendricks.
Sorry?
You do not hear from Kendricks. You hear from Cogbucket.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Kendricks, you don't know what's going on. Everything went black for you.
Oh. Is the T-Rex still attached?
Yes.
Then I'm going to make haste back to base.
Okay. when you get back to base, the inside of the cockpit for the T-Rex is covered in ice. JR was frozen to their chair.
Oh, that's no good.
And there's no Kendricks.
Da, da, da.
Could this be because Chris has to miss the next 2 game sessions? So it was a convenient way of writing out the character for those sessions so I don't have to NPC them? Probably not. I have no idea what you're talking about. How dare you infer that at all? However, it's very convenient for my overarching plot that I have intended. So that works out. So thank you all for playing. Thank you all for listening. Tonight, we really should have taken a break partway through. But unfortunately, we did not. And
It was
I
fun,
apologize
though.
for that. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I hope everyone had fun. Tonight we were joined by a bunch of awesome people, including Chris, Ellie, Io, Jen, Cindy, Archworth hanging out in chat as usual. Is there anything that anyone would care to plug?
Yes, Mom writes books.
Yes, yes. My mom does indeed write books. You can find them at elizabeth-mccoy.com.
Or possibly even elizabethmccoy.com now.
Oh, it's true.
Yes. Eventually, all permutations of the words Elizabeth and McCoy will take you to this site. But right now, it's just 2 of them.
I believe it was even mentioned that possibly eosmom.com will take you there.
Hilarious if true.
Oh, yeah. That'd be funny.
I do a fortnightly video game podcast where we talk about World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, League of Legends, Dungeons and Dragons, all the nerd things that you can think of. This week we actually broke down all of our E3 opinions and what we were excited about and what disappointed us, so that was fun. The podcast is Azeroth Coast to Coast. You can find us at azerothctc.com.
I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast, which is focused on the Diablo games and books and lore and all of that good stuff, sometimes with a few extra things thrown in. And it comes out on Saturdays for about a 30-minute-ish podcast. You can find that at shatteredsoulstone.com.
For the record, eosmom.com is in fact not available, so it does not take you to Eos Mom's books, unfortunately. And we are all worse off because of this.
I kind of want to know what it does go to, and also kind of don't, because I'm slightly concerned it might involve some horrible amalgamation of tech blogging and parent blogging. Oh, it's apparently in another language. Okay, I guess we don't know.
It looks
It's
like
a landing in Chinese.
Okay, so we actually don't know what it's for because it's Chinese. Unless any of us speak it, which I don't. Oh, somebody is translating it. We provide you with a complete data backup function. Please go to the background to make relevant settings 21. Yes, make sure your relevant settings are... That's the problem that Chroma was having. Chroma, did you make sure your mech settings were relevant 21? Or were they set for forever 21? Did you have it set for the mall default again?
Oh, no. I hate using Google translated manuals.
So Ellie's got a website at nobel.codes. Just saying. That might be also worth plugging.
It's true. But
And we have... Sorry?
there's not a whole lot there.
Yes, but there's some cool stuff there. But also we have a Patreon. There's some cool stuff there too, I think. Patreon.com/cogwheelgaming. You can help us keep the lights on, along with other illustrious patrons, including Chris, Cindy, Ellie, Eric, Janetalock, Mickey, Shanshen, and Walter. And until next time, this is Crash saying, well, at least I got a hostage out of it. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good
night.
night.
Say good night, Grayson.